Welcome to another episode of Game Pass Weekly. I'm your host, Rhetri. Let's talk about some of the best Game Pass games of 2022. Stop by the Xbox Factor podcast live every Tuesday at 12 p.m. EST on YouTube as we discuss the latest and greatest in Xbox Nation. Since we have no more games coming to Game Pass in December, I decided to make a list of 20 games I think are worth your time and bandwidth that came out this year. Play this one soon, guys, because I believe it leaves this January, and that is Death's Door. The difficult action-adventure game was praised by many and on several Game of the Year lists. Great game. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy was a AAA bomb dropped onto Game Pass and was certainly welcome, with top-notch writing on par with James Gunn himself and great visuals. Highly recommend. Another game that was so hard for most people that they had to add a reduced difficulty setting is the adorable Fox game Tunic. The vibrant art style and colors make this indie title stand out. Speaking of indies, next up is Weird West. The action RPG mixed a Western-style setting with supernatural monsters, and it just worked. MLB The Show 22 came to Game Pass for the second year in a row, and we expect the same to happen this year. It's without a doubt a fantastic baseball sim and looks absolutely stunning. Next up is the most addictive game I played all year. That would be the roguelike shoot-'em-up Vampire Survivors. I love this game so much. Great job from solo developer Luca Galante. Chorus is a space combat game with some of the best flying mechanics I've ever seen. It feels so smooth as butter, and most importantly is fun with a cool story to boot. I wasn't keen on the art style in As Dusk Falls, but I can't deny it has some of the most intriguing storytelling of any game this year. What you say and what you do really matters in this game. I'll just say this, Inside is one of my favorite indies of all time. The puzzle platformer has a gloomy atmosphere and dark tones, but is one of the best bite-sized games you'll ever play. Now on to my favorite platformer this year. That is Tinykin. The game is a stress-free experience and has charm in spades. The way you use Tinykin is so much fun. Make sure to check this one out. You Suck at Parking is far from stress-free, but gains points for its fun factor. The tracks are very inventive, and driving these Micro Machines-sized cars is a joy once you get a handle on the controls. The rhythmic shooter Metal Hellsinger is the debut game from Swedish studio The Outsiders. With a killer soundtrack and gunplay that rewards you for hitting the beat, for me, there was a lot to love. Breathtaking scenery of ancient Greece makes Assassin's Creed Odyssey a joy to look at and play in this massive RPG that can take over 40 hours for the mainline story to complete. Do you like old school Doom and fast-paced action? Then Proteus sounds right up your alley. This game holds no punches and knows exactly what it is. A gun gore fest, and it's fun as hell. One of my favorite and most memorable games this year, and my personal choice for best narrative, went to A Plague Tale Requiem. I really enjoyed the weapon mechanics, which were improved from the first game. I'm not a big fan of turn-based combat, but something about Persona 5 Royale felt oddly satisfying. Maybe I'm just maturing as a gamer. The gorgeous JRPG will have you playing easily for over 100 hours. Signalis is a sci-fi survival horror game that is elevated with very good audio design. The title has some serious Resident Evil vibes, but creeped me out a little more fighting android zombies. On PC Game Pass now and on console soon is Warhammer 40k Darktide. The 4-player co-op reminds me of Left 4 Dead and has a lot of fun with the right group. I think a lot of console players are going to love this one when it comes out. LEGO Star Wars: A Skywalker Saga pokes fun at films, and it's really good at it. The worlds are beautiful and large in scope, the gameplay is fun, and it's satisfying smashing Legos into oblivion. Last up, we have High on Life, a very different type of humor that doesn't hit for everyone but worked for me. The guns and abilities I found to be fun, and I really enjoyed the punchy art style. Typically, my internal scores align pretty closely with reviewers, but not on this game, not on High on Life. I just thought it was much better than the Metacritic score was showing. So that is basically some insight to 2022 on a lot of the Game Pass games that I played. I played much more than this, but I didn't want to make the video too long. Let's show you guys what's leaving very soon in Game Pass. As soon as, well, several days from now, you're going to be missing out on all these games. So if you haven't played any of these, I would do it now, especially games like Scarlet Nexus, The Outer Wilds. Those are both really good games. And The Pedestrian, that is a really fun one. Nice little indie. I like that one a lot. So thank you guys for watching. This has been another episode of Game Pass Weekly, and we'll see you next week in the new year. Oh, by the way, happy holidays. Thanks for watching Game Pass Weekly. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.